Welcome back to Rough Restos. So today we're working on something slightly different. This is on mate's E92 335D. As you can probably tell, it's not just rolled up factory. It's slightly modified and might have took about half an hour to get it up onto my 1980s ramp. So now we've got that far. Today we're going to do a full service on it. So we're going for pollen filter, oil filters, not air filter because it's changed, oil, fuel filters, all the usual sort of major service items. Plus there will be an next video on servicing the transmission because it's on 158,000 miles, something like that. So just a few. No history of the transmission's been done from memory. Might have been done twice before apparently. But either way, don't want to trust that. They say they're non-serviceable, but they definitely should be serviced. So we're going to crack on at the engine and such. So let's go through that. Alright, so what do we need? So, got 10 litres here of 540. The recommended factory oil was 530, but this engine, obviously high mileage, heavily tuned. This is recommended for that, so 540, 530, somewhere along them lines, absolutely fine. As long as it's to correct spec for the M57 diesel engine. Got a fuel filter, pollen filter, oil filter, and a bit of contact cleaner for the MAF. And then, yeah, fairly simple to be honest. We got up here, you're going to need a 32mm socket for your oil filter and a torque wrench to retorque it to 25 Newton meters, or in most cases just do it up by hand. 8mm sockets for the majority of the pollen filter here, although one is a T20 Torx. Yours could well be different on that one. Yeah, so fairly simple. Whilst at the top here, we're going to change the pollen filter, oil filter, pop off the cap ready to let some air into the system, and then we're going to go under the car, drop this oil, and sort the fuel filter out. Fairly simple job to do. Obviously, your engine needs to be warm, because if your oil's not warm, it's not going to flow very well, and you're going to risk trapping more dirt in the bottom of the engine. So get your engine up to temperature first. Doesn't have to be hot, but just has to be, you know, at least 40 degrees more warmish to help it flow. So let's crack on. Okay, so now from the underside, fairly simple. We've got looks like a 13mm there, so we'll put a new copper washer on the sump plug when we do it. We'll clean off any other oil we find around just to see if it's leaking or not. And then just a fuel filter, which is pretty easy. Hose clip on the end there, undo the bracket there with the looks like a T20 Torx, and then you've got this big clip here which holds the fuel filter to the, I'm pretty sure it's a diesel preheater there. So we'll get that unclipped, get it changed. And obviously then we'll need to turn the ignition on a few times to prime the system prior to trying to start the car. So let's get them two done in a minute. Okay, so the underside's done. Fuel filter's been changed, oil's drained out, sump plug, the washer's been replaced. So now, got to put some oil in it before we can start it. So this engine should take around about 7.5 litres of oil. Come on. Oh. About 7.5 litres of oil. So if we pop in about 7 litres, fire it up, check the dipstick, and go from there. So let's pop it in. Oh yeah, so 7 litres put in. Basically, got to turn the ignition on and off now. A few times to prime the fuel pump, the fuel filter. Obviously then go back under, check there's no leaks. Might as well try fire it up now, I guess. Okay. Might as well try fire it up. I do. So now the engine's run for a minute. Let the oil settle back down to the bottom a second, and we'll check our dipstick, see where we're at. Right, I'll pop another half a litre in, then you'll be up towards the top of the fill level. Oh, yep. ideal. So it really is as simple as that. No different to most, well, basic cars, even though it's more of a premium car. Yeah, so this was just taking around about 7.5, 8 litres of oil to fill it up towards the max mark, which is perfect. Obviously, a few things to remember is it's recommended to tighten your sump plug and your oil filter housing by torque. Whether you do it or not, it's up to you. Obviously, your oil filter will come with new seals, so make sure you put new seals and wet them on the filter housing and screw it down very carefully to not pinch the seal. Other than that, really, it's a really easy basic service on this car. So simple as that, all done. So yeah, there won't be a ton of 3 Series content on the channel, but there's a bit of content back on the L5 Series. There's also a load of content on the L322s, the Capri M113 build, the Mark 220L Turbo build, the Range Rover Turbo Technics. There's all sorts on the channel. So yeah, why not stick around? Like the video, drop me a comment, tell me what you think, and subscribe for plenty more. I've been Jordan. Cheers.
Whoa.